Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it is November 11th, 2022, and we are here. The future belongs to those who show up, and you, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, this is a Politics and War show, so let me correct that. Gentlemen, welcome to Thalmor Radio. Oh, hi, Hannah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thalmor Radio. And I am also here. I am present. I exist. And so we got a game to talk about, and that game is Nations at War, Nations at Risk. Actually, join Nations at Risk now, and you will get a specially 3D printed, gorgeous butt plug, and it will be fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm wearing it now, and let me tell you, it gets me really in the mood to talk about nation sims. I haven't logged into Nations at Risk in over a week. I need to. I want to keep playing and just keep forgetting. I've been genuinely hanging out with friends every week for like the past month. And so I've been touching all the grass. I'm touching the blue grass, I'm touching the green grass, the dead grass, the tall grass. A fucking Pokemon bit me in the finger because I was in the tall grass. But anyways, I only got one topic on top of my mind when it comes to politics and war, and that is conflicts of nations. Looks pretty cool, actually. Fish, spaghetti, and tomato. Good for you, Jeb. The only topic I got on my mind right now is apparently Midgard hit TKR, and I know nothing about the war except that it just happened. I didn't look at the form. I didn't look at the numbers. I don't know anything about anything. Jonas is in the chat. Jonas is actually my leader in Nations at Risk. Jonas is to me in Nations at Risk what Horsecock is to me in Politics and War. So Jamaican grass as well. So I have to watch what I say when Jonas is in chat because he actually has authority over me. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is in Politics and War, but he is my Nations at Risk leader. So I have to show to him the same level of deference that I do to Horse and Duck, which is very interesting. 5P FA head. See, I don't even know what 5P is. Like 5P, 5 player. Deet rabbits? Okay. Dead rabbits FA head. Gotcha. Death to the elephants. Why do we... Purple elephant is already gone. I already banned her in the server months ago. We don't have to kill her as well. Goodness gracious. Like, there is such thing as moderation here. Okay, I know I'm pretty radical, but I can be pretty moderate too. You know, get you a man who can do both. Come on now. Okay, that's enough shit posting. I'm going to pull up the Midgard Declaration of War on the forums. Like I said, I have not seen this at all. I know nothing about the war, and I've kept it that way since I found out about it 90 minutes ago because I wanted to do a live reaction on the show. So Alliance Affairs, Declaration of War. Wait, hold on. There's like, oh my fucking gosh, there's like 7. There's like 7 fucking, what the fuck? Why is there so many threads? Oh my god, I thought this was just, I'm going to go onto the forums and I'm going to look at the Declaration of War and give my reaction, but fucking no, there's like 13 threads and I have to look at all of them, and it's like, goodness gracious. Do a live stream to read along? I cannot do that because my internet, I have my grandma, who I love I love my grandma. She's 90. She's 90. She's increasingly infirm. And, you know, it's actually kind of sad because she's in a nursing home now because no one can take care of her anymore. But before she was in the nursing home, she had a little walker she would use. And to go from the sink to her rocking chair in her trailer, it was a distance of maybe 15 feet. It would take her about 10 minutes to do so. That's how slow she worked. And she is still faster than my internet. Okay, I cannot live stream my screen to you guys for a read along. That is impossible. It would just crash. It would just crash. It is impossible. You're just going to have to listen to me and read along with me. That's it. That's the only option. So where should I start? Okay, I know how to start. I'm going to sort these. No, I don't want to go to the page 160, 146. No, I want to sort. Sort by start date. That should do it. Okay, so I can now read these in the order they were posted. And oh my fucking gosh, 2 of the Declaration of Wars went up before the main one. Y'all were eager to post these. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to start with the main one then. I'm going to start with the main one. So Declaration of War, Midgard declares war on withheld, enough is enough, Declaration of War. I don't know why Toxic felt the need to put Declaration of War at both the beginning and the end. Usually just doing it once is enough, but, you know, when enough is enough, maybe sometimes you just got to make it extra clear what your intent is, you know? And, okay, so we got an image, we got a tree. It's a very, very pretty tree. It's got some pagan runes throughout it. It's got like a purple and a gold flag behind it. Today the elephants die. Okay. After months of hostile actions from elements within the withheld bloc, Aurora and allies in Midgard have decided that the time for diplomacy is behind us and the time for action is now. Today, on 11/11/22, at day change, Aurora and Midgard declare war on withheld for still hostile actions by Carthago. The eternal Carthagoges strikes again. Ladies and gentlemen, will the Carthago menace ever end? Will they ever be stopped? The hostile actions, spirings, harboring troublemaker members, hiring pirates against our alliance, the second in command doing spy attacks against our High Goth and Joe memberships, and ghosting. One hostile action after another. The poking at Aurora and our space empire continued. Today, we put an end to this and ensure that those responsible face the consequences. Pretty flag gif. Long live the space empire. Long live Aurora. Sig Heil, TLDR. Aurora and MG declare war on withheld for the hostile actions of CTO. 2 hearts, 6 laughs, 30 updates. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty good declaration of war because you got some pretty graphics. They lay out their grievances. They got a nice little TLDR. Good thread. Fucking Harry, no one deserves this. Oh, that's what kind of epic Moa says. Okay. The Muffin Man's official says, "Who the hell is MG and Aurora, and who the hell is withheld? That dumb alliance with no name." Who is this guy? Who is the Muffin Man's official? Hold on. Desktop site. I want to see this guy's nation. Who is this guy? Who is the Muffin Man's official? Thorlandia. He is a 128-day-old member of the Dark Brotherhood. Well, that's all you really need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Latium, Politics and War. Aurora then, Aurora now. Kernak says TKR members, after having fully caved and been convinced to sell their nuke stockpiles just months ago. And there's a monkey in a chef's hat. Fafnir says it's a meme. Okay. It's B-Spear dummy. Villainy Fast also agrees. Great CV. Kind of Epic Moa has the dominoes meme. The bottom domino is TKR citing every mutual alliance they can. The top domino is getting hit by Midgard. Darkblade, I'm really disappointed in you because it wasn't enough that you had to say here in this chat room, in this server, that the secret tree is going to be activated. You also have to say it on the forums. Listen, Darkblade, it's not a fucking secret if you keep telling people about it. Okay? Like, I guarantee you that we were going to come help you, but you keep running your mouth like this. Okay? You keep running your mouth like this. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Goodness gracious. Pimpico says, I see you haven't hit FSO or WTF. Big mistake. Just wait until TKR calls in the protectorate to their defense. I'm going to also laugh react to that. Lord of Pun says, my face when NW won't answer my booty calls. What's the next page? I don't see anything worth interesting. Okay, hold on. Okay, so Big Morph on page 2, 36 minutes ago, breaks down the CV one point at a time. This might actually be something of substance, so I really want to see this. So, spy rings. I'm guessing this is Big Morph's notes. So, on the topic of spy rings, Morph says Spanky was affiliated with Carthago well before Carthago joined TKR Spear. Carthago was told if they wanted to join TKR Spear, then any all ties to Spanky need to be cut, and they were cut. And then Midgard was informed of this when Carthago joined TKR Spear, and you were cool with it. Okay? On the topic of harboring troublemaker members, Morph says none of those troublemakers in Carthago were in Radiant Spear at the time of this hit. On the third point, hiring pirates against our alliance, Morph says, do you have proof of this during Carthago's stay in Radiant Spear? I am not calling it B Spear. I think that's stupid. Second in command doing spy attacks against our high gov and general membership, Morph says, hey, look once again before Carthago joined us. And then ghosting, Morph just says, I'm sensing a pattern. So what Morph is basically saying is that either it didn't happen or it happened before Carthago joined them, which seems like a fair counter. It seems like a fair counter to the charges here. Okay, that's pretty much about it for that. So let me look at the other threads. So we know what the CB is. It's laid out pretty clearly. Morph responds, and the Morph has some good responses to it. So now it's time to look at the other threads and see what's being said here. So sort by start date, and I'll just go in order from the oldest to newest. So the fire is extinguished. You have some flag maker flags. None of this has to do with the war. Just micro nonsense, okay? The elephants die today. Declaration of war by Jarek. The elephants die today. Right Honorable sat at the helm of the Commonwealth's flagship, Hyperion 3, sipping some warm cider while Jarek tinkered with the relays and comms. Static buzz. Toward Midgard is heard over the speakers throughout the entire vessel. Hey, boss! It sounds like our new friends are rallying. Wait. Hey, boss! It sounds like our new friends are rallying for war. What are your orders? Jarek looks to Right Honorable with a slight grin. Fire up the drives and call the fleets. Let Toxic know the debt owed will be repaid tonight. Right Honorable slams down his cider. Cue up the comms, Jarek. Attention, crew of the Hyperion and members of the Commonwealth. Our hosts are ranked in battle by land, air, and sea. It is time we repair the kindness we were shown. For Midgard, for the Commonwealth. Jarek picks up his radio and Toxic's voice resonates to the common. Toxic, Commander Right Honorable of the Hyperion and Lord of the Commonwealth, is honored to answer the call to war. We shall join post-haste. Toxic replies, we shall the victory or Valhalla. Jarek turns up the radio. There's a song. TLTR to come with innocence. This is actually a bad CB, only because there's lots of mistakes in it. It wasn't proofread at all. It should have been proofread. Okay. So that's that. Richard Payne III also did a declaration of war. I'm not reading all this. It's the Lost Empire. The Lost Empire is joining in as well. Declaration of war, stung in action by Mindsum. It's a meme video. I'm not going to watch it. Hive declares war withheld. Krampus Mills and Pineapple Sugar on Pizza. Based. Germanius Julius Caesar. Elephants died today. Third Punic War. Not reading all this. Oh my fucking gosh! It goes on forever. This is a Sopranos meme. I will upvote it because it's a Sopranos meme. Scratchy, Declaration of War, Mythbusters is back. I'll read this one because it's short, but let me clear my nose first. Okay, so this, you got the Mythbusters, you got Jamie and the other guy, and Adam. Jamie and Adam. Scratchy, thank you for tuning in to this very special episode of Mythbusters. We are your hosts, Jamie Hyman and Adam Savage. In this episode, we're tackling one of the biggest myths plaguing orbits today, the Hollywood Secret Treaty. It's common knowledge that Hollywood recently split into 3 separate organizations in order to, quote, enable greater creative freedom. But how can we be sure of this? The split brought so many unanswered questions like, are these 3 secretly collaborating to monopolize the media? What are the plans and intentions of these powerful organizations? And finally, what is the true name of Name Withheld? To put these myths to the test, we're pitting former Hollywood stars against each other, having the Radio Motion Picture Company compete against the immortal cinema. Will the secret treaty hold true in this battle of past and present? Stay tuned to find out. TLDR, the Immortals in Midgard declare war on Withheld. Okay. Recognition of Hostilities, Conservation Matters by Marika, by Roberts. You got some old geezer. That's probably what Robert looks like in real life. It's this old man right here. Poachers, mainly seeking ivory for illicit black market deals, have come to Africa to hunt the elephants to extinction. TKR takes a hard environmentalist stance on this, and in honor of David Attenborough, will not allow poaching to continue on our watch. The elephants will not be harmed, their tucks will remain safe, and their habitats unspoiled. Our plan and our legacy will be judged by how we treat the natural world and preserve it for the next generation. And there's some stuff about bees. I don't care. Recognition of hostilities. NW, name withheld. Name withheld graciously accepts your name choice. Beezers says, name withheld recognizes the state of war with Midgard. We're pre-jazz, we call us withheld spirit, but we're not too sure about wars. We're sea bees that either predate our spirit or just aren't very fun. Everyone has sea bees agree with those, that's cool. Okay. Okay, so that's the form stuff. That's what's going on. Jeb says I'm an overboard with the garlic and the spaghetti sauce. Very nice, Jeb. So, that's the form stuff. Now the next question I need: what's the damages and what's the tiering? Does anyone have that on hand so I can look at it? Because that's obviously where my mind goes to next. Before I can give my ultimate judgment on the war when I think about it, I need to see those two things first. I can still make my judgment without them, but I would like them, especially the tiering. Thank you, Sphinx. What is this? This is the tiering. Okay. A is Midgard, B is TKR. That makes this a lot easier. A is Midgard. I can remember that. Oh, wow. Midgard actually outnumbers them pretty well. Okay. It looks like TKR's in for a fight, but yeah, they're in for a fight. Sauce Spaghetti's done. Good job, Jeb. And what are the damages? That's my next question. So Midgard seems to outnumber them pretty well. TKR definitely has the advantage in skill and experience, but the numbers seem pretty skewed against them. So we'll see how that goes. So what are the damages? Did Midgard declare unmilitarized? Because I feel like no. Oh yes, they did partially. Okay, because they did a double buy blitz. Gotcha. That explains it. Because usually militarization gets noticed pretty quickly and the news report on it. But I don't remember seeing a new. I check Ron every day, and I didn't see any reports on the militarizing. Some were milled up. Not well. That's probably skill issue on their part. They probably did try to militarize, but and I feel like Midgard's kind of middle of the road in terms of quality. Not like super terrible, but also not like super great. Was to avoid seeing off bots probably use VGM. That would require having to bring VGM up on my list of servers, and I am lazy. DNN. That's actually probably the true answer is DNN. Croutons says, why don't more alliances double buy blitz? Because that requires like thinking and planning. That's hard for people. So, actually, double buy blitz is a smart move on their part. So once again, I will ask, what are the damages at? Like, I assume they're probably about even, but TKR has probably took more damage. That's my assumption because I imagine TKR's on the defensive, and I think they probably run higher infra. So, thank you, Right Honorable. I want to say this before I continue. I appreciate you guys helping me pull this up because I have voice to talk. I have push to talk on, and it makes it really hard to navigate stuff with push to talk on because my control key is down all the time. So thank you. Yeah. So Knight's Radiant is getting hurt, it seems. Wait. No. Oh, they're separated. Okay. Yeah, so going pretty good so far for Midgard. I think Midgard is doing a play they're making a power move right here. They're trying to do something. It's always good to go to war, unless there's like serious economic concerns or your alliance is so unstable that a war will just melt you. It's almost always good to go to war, because what war does is it separates wheat from the chaff. After a 1 month war, especially if you're doing bad, the government will know which members are good, which are bad, and which can be worked on. It's also good for the government because, well, it's not just good for the government, it's also good for the members because it will give everyone experience. And that's what you need. If you're not like Hand of Fate or like Guardian or like, the best members of TKR or the Syndicate or something, getting your nose bloodied here and there is really good to keep your shit sharp, And for what I find Morph's response compelling against Midgard. Not to say if Midgard wants to go to war, then go to war. I think that's fine. I think to me, it is unexpected to see Midgard do this. And so I welcome it. I always welcome anyone who wants to take risks like this. Well, I don't know. I say that, but they have quite a number advantage as well. So, but it seems like but I don't know. What I think Midgard is doing is they're doing something to cement their block, something to unify them, something to say we are serious and we are here. And they're picking a target that will give them, that's still a challenge while still being beatable. Like if you're Midgard and you want to do this, who are you going to attack? Well, okay, Hog is pretty fierce and pretty thick. They probably would just get clobbered against us. Rose Eclipse, massive. That's not going to work. And basically everyone else is really like too small. TKR is a challenge, but the challenge that they can still beat. So I think it's why they picked them. I think the CB is weak. At first, I thought they list out their grievances, but I think Morph's response is good. So I think they found the closest political thing they could, and they went with it, which makes sense. All the alliances posting a different declaration of war, that is really fueling my thoughts here, that this is some kind of like block building exercise, because with every alliance doing their own declaration of war, that's all of them saying, we're here, this is our time, look at us. And that's fine. It wasn't necessary, but like I said, I think this is a block building unify. This is a power move. This is a political move. I can respect it. I do find it a bit unfortunate that it's TKR that's eating the hit, though, because I think us here in Hand of Fate, I think we did a lot of damage to them, and because of that, I don't like seeing someone else also jump on them. But like it's almost bullying, but it is what it is. And I hope both sides can enjoy it, because I have no dog in the fight, so I'm neutral. So I hope both sides can enjoy it. I hope both can hurt the other. And I hope that Yeah, that's basically it. I hope they both enjoy it. It's interesting to see. Props on Midgard for doing something. Props on them for doing something. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. So, besides that war, what else is there to talk about? What else happened over the past 2 weeks that I need to touch on? Congrats, Duck. Professor, you are a drug addict. Stop being a drug addict. Spinks, who do you think in Midgard and TQS will perform the best and worst? I think it'll be about even. I think Midgard will only perform well because they're the aggressors and of the numerical advantage. TKR will perform. I think it's even. I think TKR has the skill, and yeah, I think they have the skill. I think Midgard has the numbers. It'll be about even. Individual alliances, I don't know enough. I don't know enough to say. Sorry, I can't answer that. TKR will perform the best out of their side, and Midgard's side, no idea. Cannabis hood though, good Keck. I think long-term cannabis use like melts your brain and makes you dumb and like passive. Maybe you can use it recreationally some, but like I don't know. And I think it is addicting. Not the same way alcohol is, but like I don't know, pot culture exists for a reason. So do we think food goes down 200 again? Wait, it's above 200? Wait a minute. Hold on. I saw you guys talk about food prices, but I'm going to have to look now. Because, like, it's quite the world. It's quite the state of Orbis when people are saying, quote, do we think food goes down to 200 again? So I need to look now. I'm sure some of you in chat are probably telling me what the price of food is, but I'm not looking. I'm going to menu. Okay, I'm on mobile. The mobile UI is garbage. It's so unresponsive. You have a slow connection like I do because I live in the middle of nowhere. I just. Oh my gosh, that startled me again. I'm gonna have to mute you, Kills. You keep scaring me with your quacks. Okay, well, the market doesn't want to load for me because the fucking UI doesn't work. Why is it showing me the... Oh my gosh. Well, that sucks. Thalmor, I said, do we think it goes to 200? Okay. It might go to 200 because, yeah, I can see nukes being used. I can see both sides using nukes, so we'll see. $30 minutes? That's actually not bad. Were targets 15 minutes or 30 minutes? Which one? Oh, two different alliances. So, okay, depends on AA. Gotcha. 15 minutes for UPN is actually pretty good. Assuming that UPN did a good blitz, being able to pull off 15 is pretty good. I think in Hand of Fate, I think we do an hour in Hand of Fate. I think that's usually how we do it. Wait, you guys got a heads up. It was an hour, TKR. Yeah. Well, I think it's usually an hour. I guess we go, which, yeah. Usually it's an hour. Okay, it finally worked. Menu, trade. Are you a human? Your account has been randomly screened to verify your identity as a human. This measure is being taken due to the presence of bots and scripts that some players attempt to use to cheat. Bots or scripts which play the game for you are strictly against the game rules except for when they're not. Sheepy moment. We apologize for causing this inconvenience. Once you have verified your identity, you will be redirected back to your previous page. I am not a fucking robot. Submit that shit. You have successfully verified your identity as human. What's the price of food? It's $1.59. Okay. Yeah, it'll probably go to 200. Both sides will use nukes. We'll probably reach 100% radiation, at least for a brief moment. So when did I do my Hand of Fate is Awesome thread? Did that go up in the past 2 weeks? Orbis Central. It was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago was October 28th or so. Yeah. So let me talk about my drunk thread I made. So I'll post the link to it too. So it was October 31st, and oh wait, that's the wrong place. Thalmor Radio. So I went to my friends we went to a haunted house, and it was fun. We came back, we played Magic, and as we played Magic, I got drunk. And this is the most drunk I've ever gotten. And I was confused because on the drunk show I did the Sunday before that, or the Sunday before that, I forgot which, I drank half of it. Was a 375 milliliter bottle of Woodford Reserve. I drank half of it. And then, I got kind of tipsy, but not too tipsy. And then I drank the second half the night I made this thread, and I got really fucked up. So I was really confused. Maybe it's because I had an emptier stomach that day. But anyways, I made this thread, and as it turns out, I am a very lovey drunk. I am a very affectionate drunk. I'm also a very honest drunk. I have to factor this in whenever I consider when do I want to drink, because it's not a technical decision I have to make. Aaron, on the day that I wrote this thread, all I had to eat all day was like a thing of fries from Wendy's and a thing of fries from McDonald's and a burger. So, which I wasn't hungry, but anyways, I digress. So, because I'm a lovey drunk, sometimes my dad will phone me at 2 a.m. to tell me how much he loves me when he's drinking. So apparently I'm the same, and I'm a lovey drunk. And so, what do I love? I love Hand of Fate. So I felt, and I felt like telling the world how great we are, and it's true, and it's all true. And so, I did a poll in either, I think it was in announcements, and I think you can still see it. I did a poll and was like, should I do a drunk thread about how great Hand of Fate is? And 3 people said yeah. and that was enough for me. So I began to write this thread. It took me, I think, an hour or two, because actually I don't know why it took so long. I think because I was doing it in between taking my turn in Magic because me and my friends, it was 4 of us. We were playing a big game of Commander in Magic the Gathering, and so I think I had to take time out to do my turns. But I will read it. I will read my thread sober, and my thread goes like this. And I will confirm, like everything I said in this thread is consciously what I do think and feel. Like this like my judgment is not, well, my judgment was probably clouded, but like this is genuinely how I feel. So this is the thread. I'm drunk, but that's okay. I probably even shouldn't say this, but who cares? The simple fact is that all y'all are scared of us. We mobilize and all y'all piss your pants. I don't blame you, but it's still funny. We're elitist as fuck, and we have a unique play style. As such, we don't have that many members. Simple fact is that if we just had like 100 shooters, all your homies would be done for. Just absolutely dead. Like, we destroyed 2 blocks, and there's only 40 of us. Now we're arm in arm with Oblivion and Guardian and Grumpy, and it's just LOL. We're not unstoppable, but we're in this shit. Straight kill us all around. I'm so happy with the game meta. Rose Eclipse is stupid as hell, but oh well. I think multipolarity can survive it. Not really worried about it. TKR, I actually love you guys. I know half y'all think I'm basically Hitler 2 and 3, but that's okay. Why still an Edgar redeemed them? Morph, you need to stop being angry all the time. Deca baited you super hard the other night, and your reaction was funny as fuck. I don't know you, Adrian, but you're cool too. Big girl boss energy, even if you are a Fed. The Syndicate, I will give you a second chance. Become base, regain your former glory, pass the reins to Zed once more. I say this 95% sure he wouldn't accept. Maybe bring back Manthrax. I say it's 95% sure he wouldn't accept. Party took his own thing. He should probably be allowed to. Y'all have been stupid for a while, but like I give you a second chance. Wanna, or whoever all is in charge, lead TS to glory. Rose and Eclipse, stop being butt buddies. Kind of silly. Y'all be GGO with the hand behind your back. You're the dominant force, and everybody knows it, and nobody except you likes it. I understand that PW is still an open, but there's kind of no reason to not team up, but still. Well, what I meant to say here is, quote, I understand that politics and war is an open arena, but drunk Thalmor accidentally left out the word arena. This is supposed to be a thread on why Hand of Fate is great, but instead I felt like talking about the greater political scene of politics and war. That's fine. I usually don't get drunk, but it is what it us. I'm also not a shadow leader of Hand of Fate. Horse and Duck are in charge of this epic ship. Stop thinking that. All I do is shitpost and give lukewarm takes and gov. Making this thread is probably the worst idea I've had this year. That's okay. Gives 100 of y'all something to read and or think about. Now that I'm a bit more sober, all my friends take for fucking ever and their turns on Magic. I still want to post this. I realize I probably shouldn't even have to post this, but oh well, you only live once. I'm posting a picture of a kid. Enjoy it. And then I posted a picture of the Magic table we were playing on. I have a swamp, an island, and an artifact on my side of the table. At Mods, at Alex, this thread fully compiles with the forum and gaming community rules. Don't delete, no reason to. So there you go. Now, I will tell myself here, I posted the Magic table. I said I'm posting a picture of the kid and enjoy it. I posted the picture of the Magic table. Then I gave my disclaimer to the mods. Then I posted the picture of the kitten. I actually intentionally posted the picture of the kitten out of place because I thought it would be funnier. That wasn't a drunk mistake. That was actually a conscious decision on my drunk part self to misplace those images that way. So there you go. Professor says, do you play D&D? I do all the nerd shit. I play Dungeons & Dragons. I play Magic. I play Warhammer 40K. I am on all that tabletop shit. Don't admit to crimes out loud. The mods are everywhere. So that was my concern making the thread, was that, like, I don't know. For some reason, Drunk Thalmor was really concerned that the thread would reflect badly on me or Hand of Fate in some way. But the reaction from everyone has been positive. Like, everyone actually loved it. So I don't know. I guess even in my drunk state, even though I'm reckless in my drunk state, at least compared to my normal self, my drunk mind is still like analyzing things a certain way. And it's just I don't know. I'm very fascinated by my psychology when I'm drunk because number one, I'm not drunk very often, and number two, I have an amateur interest in psychology, and like number three, like I'm very interested in myself. If that makes sense. So seeing like trying to figure out how my mind works when I'm drunk is fascinating to me. Thank you, Vass. Thank you. The post was had too much heat. Yeah, and I don't know, for some reason, my drunk self thought that, like, because I was drunk and a little flamboyant, that the mods would have been angry about it. So that's why I put the disclaimer to say my thread fully. I said compiles. It's supposed to be complies. My thread fully complies with the forum and game community rules. So, and that's another drunk Thalmor moment that I thought and was right. Really, my drunk self thought and knew and was correct that everything about that post was within the rules, but for some reason I was still worried about it not being for some reason. Psychologists when they get killing analyzing the brains of Hand of Fate members. We are all fucking crazy psychopaths. Like that's just the fact of the matter. Like we're all just insane. Not even joking. Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. But like, yeah, we're pretty wild. This is a game about building stuff, and Politics and War is a game about building, and we're a community that's all about destroying. So what does that say, Good job, Jed. I'm going to have 2 burgers, and then actually that might be it. I'll probably have 2 burgers tonight, and then actually I have Chick-fil-A nuggets. I'll probably warm up and eat when I get home at like 6 a.m. from Magic. Okay, Edward, you can have 1 more glass, and then that's it. Remember, I said you could have 3 drinks. So you're on your last one. Only 2 burgers, bro. You even American. I know. I wanted to ask Hannah what she thought about my drunk thread, but she already left. Oh, no, she's not. She's right there. Hannah, I want a woman's perspective. What did you think about my drunk thread? I presume you've read it. I have not. Okay. Hold on. I'll post it in chat again. There you go, Hannah. Hand of Fate is just the best alliance ever. Read it and tell me what you think. And as I await for that, give me some other topics, guys. About the game, or ask me something, or give me something. I'm not going to talk about real life stuff. I've decided not to. It's been a good show. I'm not going to ruin it by talking about real life politics. How do us mortals become based like Hand of Fate? You need to It's a mindset. And it's really only possible because all of us have the same ideas and the same attitude. But there are people at the top who contribute to it. Horse is a big driver of it, but even Horse is only able to really fully do it because like Duck is there, and Denison, and Dryad, and even me. Thank you. You know what? That could become a very fun thing. Like every 6 months, get wasted and do a Politics and War introspective. Like, I might do that. But like I said, it would have to be It'd have to be. I can't do it too often. It's just like the trials that I do. I can't do it too often, or else it loses the magic. So, like miracles, So every 6 months. So that was October. So in April or May, I'll do a second one. I'll get really drunk. I'll be playing Magic with my friends, and I'll drink half a bottle of Woodford Reserve, and then I will tell you guys about what the truth is of stuff. Spinks asked me what my favorite drinks are. In terms of water, Icelandic water. In terms of non-water, non-alcoholic drinks, probably Pepsi or RC Cola. I also like Coke, though. In terms of alcoholic drinks, bourbon. Specifically, I like 1792, but I haven't been able to find it lately, so I've been going with Woodford Reserve. Yeah, I'm a bourbon guy, though. Being in Kentucky doesn't help with that because it's everywhere. Actually, a local distillery is actually getting bought by an Italian company for like $700 million, which is just crazy. So there you go. Is RC Cola different to Coke? RC Cola is actually really old. It's been around for a very long time, but it's not as popular, or it's not anymore. But still, I mean, a lot of local stores still sell RC Cola. It's pretty good. Yeah, RCs. I used to buy these 24, there's this guy on Amazon who would sell these cases of RC Cola. There was 24 bottles to a case, and I think they were 20-ounce bottles, and I would order a bunch of those every week. Because that was back when I was still drinking a shit ton of soda every day. Now I drink a lot less soda. Hannah says, out of the three, RC, Coke, and Pepsi, I prefer RC. I switched back to Pepsi. I cycle between them. I'll drink RC for a while, then I'll drink Coke for a while, then I'll drink Pepsi for a while, then I'll go back. But since July, I've stopped drinking as much soda. I drink water with all my meals except pizza. So I'm not much of a soda person a whole lot anymore. So that might be changing the equation some. Dr. Pepper. I'll drink Dr. Pepper if there's nothing else available, but it's not my go-to. Is Dr. Pepper from Texas? I didn't know that. It's from Dublin? Dr. Pepper's not from Dublin. No, it's not. No, it's not, buddy. It's not from Dublin. Where is Dr. Pepper from? It's from Waco, from Texas. It is from Texas. Dublin, Texas. Oh, I thought he meant Dublin, Ireland. And I was like, it's not from Ireland. All right. Final call, politics and war. Any last topics you guys want me to touch on? You can either ask me a question about politics and war, or you can ask me a question about myself, or some kind of real-life topic that's not too contentious. Because I'm about ready to close out the show unless y'all are willing to help me keep it going. Because it's been an hour, and I think it's been a good hour. They used the Imperial Cane Sugar, and it was so good. Imperial Cane Sugar is a name that sounds super hard. Like I would cook with Imperial Cane Sugar. Is D&D worth the time to learn? So D&D gets its value, and I think this is true of even Warhammer and Magic. D&D gets its value because it's less about the game. It's more about the people. It's about the people you play with. It's about the memories you make with them playing the game. So if you have a group of friends, then yeah, I would say get into it. Listener says you don't need to learn anything, just fly by the seat of your pants. That's also true, and a good group will help you. Dungeons and Dragons is in its 5th edition. 5th edition is streamlined to be as beginner-friendly as possible. It will take you a while, probably a couple sessions to get used to the concepts. But just getting started with friends and playing, it's not that hard, and you should go for it. You should go for it. Eligo says, we should have a D&D podcast with you as the DM. I did do some DMing with some of my friends. I actually made my own campaign. I talked about this before, but it's been a while. I actually made my own campaign that turns like the area of Kentucky I live in to like its own kingdom. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta switch my computer for it. Bumble Kings D&D. That's not it. Where is it? Here it is. I play as a paladin because it's good role play. So this is South Central Kentucky, and as you see, I've taken all of the counties and I've made them their own kingdoms with their own with their own flags, and like they have their own lore. So you have the Republic of Somerset's Pulaski, and it's like one of the richest kingdoms, and they're currently occupying the Kingdom of Macquarie. The Kingdom of Madison and the Kingdom of Garrett up top were also once they're one entity, but the Kingdom of Garrett broke off, and they're currently in a cold civil war. And the Rockfort Brotherhood is they're like a military theocracy thing, but then the Kingdom of Wayne, Russ, Casey, and Boyle are all pretty standard. They're all pretty much the same in that they're mostly rural, not very densely populated, mostly subsistent farmers in little villages. They have they have a knighthood, and the knights are the main warriors, but they will have levies and stuff, and they'll equip the levies with spears. They have to go to war or something. So I don't know. It was fun making it, but me and my friends, we haven't played that campaign in a while because DMing is hard work. We would do 10-hour sessions, and after about 3 of those, I was kind of done. But I want to pick it back up sometime because it is fun. I even made my own I don't know what it's called, data sheets for different characters, different character types. The Republic of Somerset Pulaski has actual they're wealthy enough and have enough population. They actually have a professional standing army that they pay and shit, and equipped with real weapons. So that gives them a big leg up. But they still have their mass levies, and they still have their knights the other surrounding kingdoms. But they have this professional warrior class that can actually fuck shit up, separate from the knights. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's just medieval. Yes, it is medieval Kentucky. And I even repurposed real places I know. So the county courthouses are the king's palaces, for example. like the road, like the highways are just dirt roads, and like the town roads like are stone. Like the brick houses are made from rocks, and like the trailers are just wooden cabins and stuff. Like it all fits together pretty well. Does Medieval Kentucky have KFC? They do not, I'm afraid. They do not. I mean, it's mostly subsistence farmers, so there's plenty. I'm sure there's plenty of chickens to go around, but there's no KFC. I'm sorry. How about KFM? Kentucky Fried Mutton? Probably not. I'm sorry. Chicken was a delicacy in medieval times? That can't be true. A delicacy? Like, chickens aren't that hard to, like, raise. Maybe to raise well if you went to the free range, but, like, having chickens in, like, a coop, in a fence, and, like eating, like, I don't know, chicks grow up fast enough. Like, you're probably not downing chicken, like, all the time, but, like, you can have it here. Well, I guess maybe it is a delicacy. Fuck, I want chicken now. I want chicken. Actually, I got chicken. I got chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A in the fridge from today. I can eat that. Farmers couldn't afford to sell the chicken for consumption. Well, they can eat it themselves. And, like, the medieval world was pretty big. So what's true of one place in one time could be much different from another place and another time in a different place. So chickens for meat was wasteful. Well, what if it was an older chicken? Or a chicken that wasn't laying eggs? Goodness. Boris Johnson, is politics and war chat over? It is until someone gives me a topic to talk about. I'm open to discussing more politics and war stuff, but no one's asking me anything, and no one's bringing me any topics to discuss. So I think it's over. So we're discussing chickens now, apparently. Win Thalmor Bank? Probably never. Because here's the thing. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I am touching grass. I am touching grass. I am living life. Guys, this is what's happened to me since July. Okay? I hope you're ready. Since July, I've started working out. Okay? I started working out. I've started to eat fruits and vegetables every day. I've cut out my soda. I'm going to reveal something about myself. Okay? You ready? I don't drive. I'm 24 and I don't drive because I've never had a reason to. That is changing because, number one, I got real friends that I hang out with every week now, which is also new. And two, like, I got my permit. I actually got my permit like over like a year and a half ago. And so, but since July, I've been driving a lot more and stuff. So, like, I'm imminently going to get my full license. I'm hanging out with friends every day. I'm working out. I'm eating good. I finally got a real haircut that actually looks good. And I've discovered I really like wearing suits. And so, like, I'm trying to change my wardrobe so that I'm wearing suits and blazers all the time because I like dressing up like that. For Halloween, I was an Imperial Commissar. I had like this overcoat and everything, and I had dress shoes on with dress pants on. Okay, and I went to the haunted house like this. I went to the haunted coin maze like that. It was pouring rain, and I was walking around in dress shoes and dress pants, and I loved it. So like, I'm living life. I'm living life. I used to be I would stay at home all the time on the computer, and that's changing. I'm living life. I'm actually doing things, and I'm happy. And like, as this has been going on, my interest in the game has been like decreasing and decreasing and decreasing. I still plan on playing. I still plan on being part of Hand of Fate. I still plan on doing the show. But doing anything more than that, my heart just ain't in it. My heart just ain't in it. And part of that's probably just growing up. Because, guys, in January will make 8 years I've been playing this game. I started playing when I was 17 years old. 1 week after my 17th birthday party, I started playing Politics Noir. And I've just grown up. And I'm doing even more growing with what's been going on since July, just all the stuff I've been doing in my life. And, I like doing the show. It's fun. I like managing Thalmor. It's fun. I like being part of Hand of Fate. I like hurting other people. Like, I'm still going to play. But am I going to take on more responsibility? I don't think I will. Cola says, can you park? My parking game is really good. I have yet to parallel park, though. But parking in, like, Walmart, like, I can do that pretty well. But parallel park, don't have that yet. No licensed cars are coming out now. Why learn? That's not true in the United States. So I don't know about that. For Halloween, I was a Soviet officer. That's cool. Suits are the bomb. Suits are the bomb. Like, a couple weeks ago was the first time I ever wore an actual suit, and I looked really good. And I'm gonna dress like that. Like, it's expensive. Okay, buying suits and blazers from Dillard's is expensive, but as time goes on, that's gonna be my whole wardrobe is suits and blazers. I'm gonna wear them. I'm going to be looking like a complete baller shopping at the Dollar General. Okay. Logging in the game is a chore. I keep forgetting. I do as well, but that's only because there's just not much to do during peacetime. How much longer do you plan on playing Thalmor? Indefinitely. I don't feel like quitting. I don't think it's going to happen. You gotta do the back into the space. Yeah. Well, I used to think parallel parking was like you approach the spot and you worm your way in. No, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to drive up to the car like in front of you and then back up into it, which makes a lot more sense. What car do you have? I drive my mom's car, and she has a Lincoln. It's an SUV of some kind. I passed without reading the book. I studied the book for the permit exam, and I'm probably going to study it more for the actual driver's test. But I got my permit. That's all that matters. Did you talk about Ripper? I did not talk about Ripper. Ripper's gone. Ripper has been ripped. He quit the game. I know nothing else about it, except he's gone now. So, rest in peace to Ripper, I suppose. Let me see. So here's what I'm going to do. I actually want to show you guys my Halloween costume, but I don't want to face dox myself. So how can I do this? I think I will download the pictures on my phone and then edit them to just cover my face. So save to phone, and then save to phone. Okay, camera. Okay, now I'm going to draw. Where's my paint tool? Shit. I know there's a fucking paint tool. I've used it before. Apparently not. What the fuck? Is it gone? Color mix. That's probably it. No. Don't tell me my old phone had more options than my new one. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess you guys can see my Halloween costume. Crop it? You know what? I will crop it. That should work. I'll just cut my head off. How do I crop it? Are you the cropping? Oh my gosh. No, that just spins the fucking thing around. I feel like a boomer. I can't use my fucking phone. Resize? No, it won't be resize. Ladies and gentlemen, no, I don't want to flip it around 90 degrees. I don't want to mirror it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I will do this later. You guys can see my Halloween costume next Thalmor Radio. I'll fix it then. I can't use MS Paint because that would require logging into my Facebook account on desktop and editing it, and I can't do that on push to talk. So I will show you guys some other time. All right, I think that's it. Good show. I need to eat burgers and get ready to go. I need to work out because I haven't worked out today because I'm not going to be able to work out once I get home tonight from Midnight Magic. So, and then tomorrow, my local game store is having the Magic event, and then we're going bowling. So, another big day tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys week after next. Who wants Thalmorite that doesn't already have it? Friday after next. Yes. So the 25th. I will see you guys on the 25th. Duck, play the theme and then end the recording and the theme is done. Let's get out of here. I will break your arm.
Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.